Dude, H3 has literally found somebody that is like just as much of a fucking asshole as he is, if not more. Look at this shit right here. Ryan Kavanagh. Why does @Domino's support a racist, homophobic person's podcast, #Ethan Klein, who's illegally pirating content causing high school students to issue death threats? @Domino's should be ashamed to support @H3 Productions and @H3 Podcast. Then he says an even more nuclear one. Get a load of this shit right here. Ryan Kavanagh @H3 Podcast, @H3 Productions have sunk to new levels. They are now causing messages to be sent to my friends and followers threatening to rape their deceased daughter for posting positive comments on my Instagram, and much worse. This is one example. @YouTube, @Instagram, and @Reddit need to act now. This is truly scary. @Domino's and @Magic Spoon Cereal and all their other sponsors really need to take note that they are funding this behavior and in turn supporting it. It definitely sends a message that @Domino's and @Magic Spoon Cereal support a lot of very questionable things. This guy is literally fucking unhinged, but you know what? I don't fucking care. I don't fucking give a shit. Look, Ethan Klein opened the sponsor door when he went after Keemstar's G Fuel and started, self-policing the internet, going after Leafy's fucking platform, celebrating when Leafy got banned, making a federal case that Leafy was going to become some school shooter because he said some fucking shit on Keemstar's podcast where he wants to be in a justified shooting situation or something like that. He tried to do all that crazy shit, right? Ryan Kavanagh might be worse, but H3 has literally found somebody who's like a worthy opponent of his, but somebody who has just a little bit more connection to the industry and somebody that's like just a little bit more unhinged. Now H3 has to deal with this asshole. And to be honest, I don't really fucking care. I don't want him to get banned, but like, Jesus, dude, like this is literally you want to talk about cancel culture. I mean, this is the game now. This is how you conduct yourself online when you get into drama with people and arguments with people, Sue them up the ass, go after all their sponsors, go after the right to platform, and make insane allegations that somehow H3 is responsible for his audience sending rape threats to people's family members that have nothing to do with the situation at all. This is the game now. I mean, fuck.
Dude, PNW_96, that's an Ethan alt, dude, right there.
Yeah. No, he literally is saying stuff like Ethan is like building these robots himself and is sending it to like fucking harass them and stuff like that. Like this Ryan Kavanagh guy is nuts. Like he is literally nuts. And H3 has to deal with it now.
Wait, wasn't this the guy who Keem said like, yes, I do have business with Ryan Kavanagh?
Yeah.
Is this the same guy? Okay.
Uh-huh. Now, I think that's mostly in like the boxing, because I guess he does like a bunch of like boxing events or something with Triller and stuff like that. So I think that's what Keem's doing. But he came on the show and he was like, yeah, this is the guy I have business with. Obviously debate Ethan on the show. Did we even play when Ethan responded to us? I don't even know if I've played that yet.
I don't think you showed that on stream. I don't remember you showing that on stream. I haven't even seen it, to be honest. You told me about it. I haven't actually seen it.
Oh, God. So. Do I have it bookmarked? Fuck. For sure I have to. There's no way I don't. Back into the clip. Okay, this is Ethan Klein responding to us on the podcast.
Flop phase. Oh, this is so good, you guys. You know how we've conspiracy theorized that Keemstar's working with Ryan Kavanagh? It's like, it's so obvious. Okay, well, Keemstar puts this out. He goes on the Goons podcast and
good one.
The Goons.
The Goons podcast
says this. Okay, watch. This is just fucking great.
Deal with these lawsuits. I really don't. I didn't know that they were coming. I had nothing to do with these lawsuits, but I do have business with Ryan Kavanagh, and it's going to be public in a month. All right.
Are you ready for the shit show you're going to get for that?
Do you think, first of all, that it's possible, even remotely possible, that someone as petty as Ryan Kavanagh, who's literally answering unsolicited DMs asking for dirt on me. Do you think it's humanly possible for Keemstar, the guy who sends a dossier on every stupid thing I've done in my life, to anyone I have the pettiest, smallest beef with, do you think it's humanly possible that these two mid could sit in a room and not talk about me?
Stupid bitch.
Especially when
By the way, I actually don't even think, because I saw like some people were saying that Ethan Klein was going full conspiracy or something. I actually don't think it's unreasonable for him to speculate that, you know, especially given what Keemstar's like literally said on stream. Now it's obviously he's talking about like fucking boxing and shit, but it's totally possible that Keemstar is, you know, especially considering he's admitted in the past that he snitched about Ethan Klein pirating, you know, the Jake Paul fight to Ryan Kavanaugh directly. It's totally like fine for him to speculate that Keem is working with him directly on the lawsuit, or at the very least, Keem's, you know, like, you know, snipping like little clips or like, you know, sending him little arguments and shit like that. Even Keemstar himself admitted that it wasn't out of, you know, it wasn't unreasonable for Ethan to even speculate that on this show, right? It's just funny that Ethan Klein plays this show. He's like the Goon Show or something, and then it clips Bo Black's perspective here, right? And I think the reason why, I think he did it for two reasons why. The reason why he clipped Bo Black's instead of me when it's my show is because Bo Black's has less viewers. So Ethan Klein's trying to paint the narrative that this happened on some random no viewer stream and it wasn't, you know, on like the biggest fucking, you know, at least in this sphere, like the biggest fucking drama podcast in this community. No, he found it on some random 40 viewer Twitch stream just out of nowhere. And he's just such a good detective that, ooh, we caught Keemstar. He didn't think we would find him. When we know Keemstar mentioned that on my show, directly debate Ethan. I also think Ethan Klein played Bo Black's show just to piss me off, but that's a personal. Maybe maybe I'm overinflating my own self-importance. Maybe Ethan Klein doesn't give a fuck about me, but I can see him doing that. But I think
Also,
for the most part, what's that?
I would say Bo Black's also looks a lot crustier in his clip.
He does look pretty crusty, yeah.
So,
He's just sitting there, and it also shows the VC too. Fucking Augie RFC, Bo Black's Fleming. It looks like it's like a private call or something, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot more crust.
Yeah. So I think that's why he played Bo Black's stream. It's really funny.
Internet money.
Okay, what is this video? Let's see what this is. I don't know what this is.
There is no way that this absolute fucking clown is crying about somebody going after his sponsors. H3 is the biggest hypocrite of YouTube. In May of 2020, this motherfucker uploads a series of videos lying and, you know, just getting all the facts wrong and putting a weird spin on fucking stories surrounding me. One of them accusing me of murder, of killing another YouTuber, causing an emotional response from his fans, and then at the same time targeting my sponsor G Fuel, which all of his fans started doxing and harassing and sending death threats to my fucking sponsor, which caused me to lose my G Fuel sponsorship, right? Everybody called him out for this. Critical called him out for this. Like, biggest YouTubers on the planet called him out. Don't do that. That's bad for the fucking community. But he didn't listen. In fact, James Charles then gets canceled for, and again, I think James Charles is guilty and deserved to get canceled. But Ethan didn't stop at just telling everybody what was going on. No, he went after James Charles sponsors. He did it again. And then the David Dobrik situation, I'm not exactly sure if he went after David Dobrik's sponsors. I'm pretty sure he did. But I know this, he platformed the fucking reporters that definitely went after David Dobrik's sponsors. I mean, this is an ongoing thing. So you hypocritical piece of shit. You don't get to cry about someone else going after your sponsors. You don't get to do it. You don't get to say, this is going to cause an apocalypse. Guys, community, help me. And here's another thing with this lawsuit, this current lawsuit that's going on with H3, his fans and him are complaining that he's not getting community support from other.
By the way, H3 claiming that this lawsuit is like, he's trying to do what he did the first time with the lawsuit, right? And say that this lawsuit is important for YouTubers to support because it determines fair use. If I lose this lawsuit, then people are going to be severely hindered and limited in what they can say on YouTube videos. It's a defamation lawsuit. What is he talking about? Is he saying that if he loses this lawsuit, we won't be able to call people Harvey Weinstein anymore?
Yeah, this isn't a copyright, because wasn't the last one a copyright lawsuit? Or am I
yeah, the one against what was that guy's name?
Matt Haas, right?
Yeah. That was it was literally a lawsuit about fair use. If he lost that, we'd all be fucked. With this lawsuit doesn't matter to me at
it's-
least.
It's about defamation. It's just you can't say this about Ryan Kavanaugh anymore. That's all that even means. It's not even about in general. You just can't say that about Ryan Kavanaugh anymore.
Yeah.
It's just about, if it's a defamation lawsuit specifically about Ryan Kavanaugh, you just can't say that shit about Ryan Kavanaugh. That's what that means.
Exactly.
And he gets punished for that. So, I mean, it's literally just, it's that simple. And is Ethan the only YouTuber who has been sued twice now? 2 separate times?
He's claiming this is his third lawsuit from Kavanaugh. Of course he had the Matt Haas lawsuit, so he's been sued up the ass. I'm sure a lot of these guys get sued. I mean, if you have money or something and you run your mouth on a show like that, like, you're gonna get sued. People were speculating that Keemstar was quitting Dramaalert because he just acquired a shitload of money from the FaZe deal when FaZe went public. So people were saying, oh, well, Keemstar's, I think Tommy C had that theory, right? Keemstar's quitting his job at Dramaalert because he wants to cover his ass so that when he says something wild about a YouTuber on Dramaalert, they aren't just going to instantly sue him and just gun for like settlement money, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's funny because I think Keem even said, I think in this clip that Ethan played, Keem said that Dramaalert's like 30% of his income or something, like literally 3%. So 97% of his income comes from other things. So obviously, if he's worried about a lawsuit, he wouldn't want to risk everything for 3% of his income. That just sounds really stupid.
Yeah.
Other YouTubers like he did in 2016. Well, in 2016,
Someone in the chat, what's going on right now?
Right?
I almost saw that comment and I was going to call it out. So I uploaded a video on the pyrocynical situation earlier today, and somebody commented on it saying, what's going on? And I was just sitting there like, I don't know what, I don't get it. You know, maybe on a live stream, I can somewhat excuse it because it's an ongoing stream. You're just coming in and saying, what's going on? It's still pointless, but okay. But when you have a video, especially a video that's only like 10 minutes or I think it was like 17 minutes long, and you're like sitting there, what happened in this video? I don't know, man.
Watch the video.
How about you fucking hit play?
Yeah.
It's not like the information's at the ass end of the video anyway. You can probably watch half of it and figure out what it is, and the other half of the video is just our analysis of it. Like, you can put it on 2 times speed and get the information 4 minutes max. What can I can't do anything for you, buddy. Like, I don't know.
I don't
get it.
The same guys in the chat, like, I'm sorry, that's just a running meme. It's like it happens all the time.
Like mad,
where people like come into chat and they're just like, what's happening right now? It's like, okay, dude.
Like on a stream, it makes a little bit more sense because it's like, okay, you just
come
got
in.
here, shit's happening. It's like, all right, you're just asking somebody in chat. But on a video, it's like inexcusable. Just like how my internet is completely inexcusable.
And Matt Haas gets salty and then sues H3H3. It was clearly over fair use. This new situation is completely different. Okay, H3H3 pirated the boxing fight, the Triller boxing fight, promoted the idea of pirating and not paying for it, and then rebroadcasted the fight to millions of people. So he gets sued for that. And instead of just being like, okay, I'm wrong, I'm guilty, no, he decides to make podcast after podcast after podcast attacking, the people involved in Triller, which causes him to get another lawsuit. This is not about fair use. Go fuck yourself, you hypocritical piece of shit, and all your fans.